Hey guys, Coach Justin here with your at-home workout of the day for Monday, June 29th. Our prep for today, we're going to start with a split stance hinge. So you're going to bring one foot forward, line up your forward heel with your back toe, and then you're hinging through the hips, but feeling the stretch only in that front leg. So you allow that front toe to raise up off the ground, spine is still remaining straight, driving the hips back, and then hips forward and through to bring myself back upright before I get into my next rep. Just a single leg variation of a hinge. So I'll get you to do that for 8 reps, switch sides, 8 reps on the other side. Next, we're gonna get on the ground on our backs, bring our feet together, our knees out and to the side. I'm gonna dig the sides of my feet into the ground to bridge my hips up high, getting a good opening through the front of my hips, engaging with the back of my hips. Hips are off the ground. Come back down, come back up and repeat. So you're gonna do 12 of those frog bridges. Finally, we're gonna do a bear plank. So get on your hands and knees, dig your toes in, straighten out your spine, take a deep breath, lift those knees off the ground, lock out the elbows, core is tight and braced the whole time. 30-second hold in this position. So we're going to do those 3 movements for 3 rounds, and that's your prep for today. All right, our strength for today, we're going to start with an odd object deadlift. So if you got a duffel bag or a backpack, fill it with weights, canned goods, books, things like that, or a grocery basket or a milk crate, and you're going to set up as close as possible to that odd object, drive your hips back, get into that hinge position, that deadlift stance, and grab onto your object there. And I want you to drive through your feet, unhinge your hips, get up tall, stand it up, come back down and repeat. Keeping that proud chest the whole time. Up and back down. All right. Under control, I've recommended 10 reps. You can add a few more depending on how heavy your object is. Next, we're going to get into a side lying position on the ground and perform a press. So, you're going to grab the dumbbell with 2 hands, bring it out on top of your shoulder, on our side, and then bring your top leg out in front to help balance you. Okay, and then your bottom arm is also down supporting you, and you're pressing upwards away from your shoulder with that free arm. Drop the elbow down and back, and come on back up high. If you've got good range of motion through your shoulder, you might be able to get a little bit lower here at the bottom, lower than I can. Okay, go through your full range. And then press it up towards the ceiling, trying to be relatively stacked with our shoulders. Rather than opening up, we don't want to create a chest press. Okay, we want to be stacked, shoulders on top of each other, and perform this side lying press. So you're going to do 8 reps, switch over to the other side, and perform 8 reps on the other side. Finally, we're going to do a hip opening drill. So if you need a wall or something to help you balance with your hand, you can do that. If you can do it freestanding, you can give that a shot as well. Hands on your hips, perform a single leg hinge, chest falls, one leg raises up. And then you want to dig your foot into the ground to open up the hip, close the hip, and then come back. Right? And then repeat. Hinge, open, close, come back. Right? So you're going to perform 5 of those airplane twists on one side and then 5 on the other. We're going to go through those 3 movements for 4 sets, and that's your strength for today. All right, our Metcon for today, we've got intervals, 40 seconds of work followed by 20 seconds of rest. We've got 3 different movements here. Some of them are one-sided, so we'll only do one side before we revisit the other side later on, but I'll take you through those movements here now. So, first interval, 40 seconds of a dumbbell bent over row in your right hand. So have the dumbbell in your right hand, push your hips back, hinge just like we did with the deadlift, and then we're rowing our elbow up to the sky, pulling that shoulder blade in closer to the spine, and keeping the weight close to our side. 40 seconds there, followed by 20 seconds of rest. Then, your next interval, you're gonna get into a split jack. Okay, before we do our left side, we're gonna do our right side split jack. So, feet are underneath us, dumbbell over our right shoulder. You're gonna dip, drive, and bring your right foot back. Okay, so the dumbbell's in my right hand. I bring my right foot backwards. I come back down and repeat. Okay, so there's my split stance jumping jack. So 40 seconds there, followed by another 20 seconds of rest. Then, before we move on to our left side, we're gonna do over the dumbbell burpees. So chest to the ground, you can walk down or jump down, get back up, jump over, repeat. So 40 seconds there, followed by 20 seconds of rest. Then we do our left side for those two other movements. Dumbbell bent over row on the left side, 40 seconds, followed by 20 seconds of rest. Dumbbell split jacks, left side, 40 seconds, followed by 20 seconds of rest. And then we burpee over the dumbbell again, 40 seconds, followed by 20 seconds of rest. That constitutes one round, those 6 intervals. You're gonna repeat all of that for 3 rounds, and that's your Metcon for today.